Everybody gonna cry.
Girl, all the girl, all the girl, all the bitches they want you. Girl, all the niggas, all the bitches they want you. All the rich niggas want you.
Everybody gonna cry.
Girl, all the girl, all the bitches they want you. Girl, all the niggas, all the bitches.
We're here at the Expo Arts Center, and we're at the Youth Small Business Competition, which is sponsored by Andy Street Community Association and Al Austin.
Get a haircut or, freshen yourself up for the occasion.
My first thought about the class is that it's going to be a lot of really good information.
Om Shri Mahalakshmi Swaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Swaha.
Allow me to give you something to think about. Not everything that comes out of Compton is bad. I mean, we have Dr. Dre, The Game, Kendrick Lamar, Venus and Serena Williams, that little girl with the dream, Mayor Angel Brown. P. Diddy couldn't have said it better. This is the fairy tale, man. And fairy tales do come true because we got millions of cats that are coming up with that hustling spirit and drive. They got that mission, that drive. Bill Lyons had that drive to overcome all obstacles. Bill Lyons isn't just a clothing line or just a brand. It's a movement. Bill Lyons is Compton. Compton is Bill Lyons. Respect the perspective. Bill Lyons.
The Hub Radio.
Greetings, family. This is Brother Aleem, the CEO of New Black Wall Street. We're so excited. This next episode, Project 1448. This is an amazing episode that embodies the fullness of entrepreneurship. What do I mean by that? We have Mr. Christopher Bush, who is talking about the fundamentals of entrepreneurship, and you got myself talking about my favorite subject, metaphysics, law of attraction, creativity. This episode is amazing because we've been able to capture businesses such as Urban School of Defense. I mean, this is a great episode, and you want to be in tune and watch this episode. What do you think about this episode?
I think it's going to be very dynamic. Not only are we showing the businesses, but we're also teaching about personal finances as well. So Chris will go in great depth that you can't just focus on the business aspect of financing. You also have to focus on the personal aspect of finances as well. If you don't have your personal intact, it'll be very hard to keep your business intact financially.
Now, we're about to go into our class. Now, this is the bread and butter of Project 1448. In this class, we're going to give you the foundation. And I know that you watch it. I know you want to come in this class. I know you do. We're going to open up for everybody to watch it. But listen, this class is going to give the fundamentals. Mr. Christopher Bush, our Minister of Finance, is going to be discussing the steps necessary to build a successful business. I myself am going to be coming from a different angle. I'm going to be talking about the power of belief, the power of your mind, because your business grows to the extent that you do. So we have a great collaboration of left brain, fundamental things, and then we have me, right brain, artistic, creative things. This episode is dynamic.
Financial plan, they're just going to have that checking and that savings and maybe some type of retirement account. Now, do you have a retirement account now? Okay, what about you? What's your job? Okay. Anything outside of your job? Okay, great. So most of the time, that's what most people's plan is, right? Either at the job or checking or savings. And the biggest thing is that I want to make sure that you're working directly with an investment company, not necessarily everything with your bank. Because if we have money with a bank, it's great, but it's only great for the short term. Because it's not growing, they give us no interest, but you're always working with an investment company on the backside to make sure that they're getting that rate of return. Okay, so those 3 accounts, they need to be with investment firms. Like what we went over with them is I primarily use like Invesco, or Fidelity, or AIG, or Legg Mason, or American Funds. Those are probably my top 4 companies that I use as far as investment companies. But when you look at it, I wanted to make sure that you guys, when we sit down, to make sure that we have an emergency fund account. Not only for our personal life, but also for our business, like we talked about, right? And there was the money that we had sitting for the nonprofit, that money can be growing throughout the year, especially because it's in a nonprofit. It's all tax-free anyway, the growth, but it would be tax-free anyway because of the type of investments that we use, okay? So anytime you need this money for your business, for your personal life, you can always go get it.
How long of the day was that? 24 to 48
Yeah.
hours?
So like for instance, so say if you have money in your account on Monday, right? You say, hey Chris, I want to get $1,000 out of my emergency fund account. As long as I click the button before 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, it'll initiate the trade that day. So then it'll initiate the trade that day. Tuesday it'll process. Wednesday you'll see it in your bank account, right? But say we initiate the trade on Monday at 5 p.m., right? Since the stock market, the overall session is closed, the trade will be placed on Tuesday, 1 business day to process, so the money will be in your account on Thursday, right? So long as if you let me know ahead of time, it's normally about 24 to 40 hours. So the second account that I always want to make sure to have is our short-term account. You guys see in the middle. That one's for our short-term goals, right? Where whatever our business is, we want to make sure that we're planning for it. We can never grow our business to the next level if we're not planning for it, right? A lot of times we're so focused on making money today, or for this month, that we're not setting any money aside for growth for the future, right? So if you have products that you want to launch, or money that you need, or if we're not saving for that right now, how can we ever get to it? Because we're going to say, well, maybe I'll do it next month. Well, maybe I'll do it next month. And next month never comes because we're not a cycle of today. And then the last account that we want to make sure that we have, depending upon your structure, is going to be your wealth building accounts. So that will be your retirement, your 401k, for you guys as SEP IRAs. Or once you start paying yourself a salary from your business, you want to make sure that you have a solo 401k. Right? So those are the things that are going to help you also for the future. Right? We got to start saving as well. But priority out of all those 3 that's on here is number 1 is that emergency. We have to build that up solid. So think about it. If you're able to pay yourself, say, $500 a month, right? Well, we need to contribute to all 3 accounts. It doesn't have to wait. So 50% of that 500, that's 250, will go towards your emergency fund. And that's the most important. The other 125 will go towards your short-term account. The other 125 will go towards your IRA or retirement. So now all 3 accounts will be funded and everything will be growing all at the same time. So now you have a plan. You know, put everything to the side. You're gonna pick it back up. Yeah, okay. Everything.
Close your eyes. Picture your favorite color. See it very clearly in your mind's eye. Your favorite color. Get that vision very clear, raise your right hand. Excellent. Put your hands down. Pick back up your stuff. And write that color down in space number 1. This is going to make sense in a moment. Bear with me. Your favorite color. Write it down. All right, space number 2, write down your favorite number. Space number 3, write your favorite time of day. Morning, noon, or night. And last, write your favorite time of the year. Everyone has that complete? Excellent. Now, pull that right there. Close your eyes. See it in your mind's eye very clearly. Favorite number. Favorite color. Favorite number. Favorite color. See it very clearly in your mind's eye. What you're going to do is bring those 2 together. So see the color and bring the number in the middle of the color in your mind's eye. Focus. and bring the number and the color together. Focus all your attention on that. The number and the color together. When you have it very clearly in your mind's eye, raise your right hand. Open your eyes. Now, I want you to tell me the first word that comes to mind. What is the first word?
Pink.
Write it down.
Grace. Love.
Write it down, please.
And which square?
The top, the first one. One of the things that we were not taught is how to control our thoughts. Education is based upon memorization and regurgitating those facts and getting a grade. But the successful business person is a business person that can control their thoughts. If you can't control your thoughts, then the external reality will control you. And if you are emotional, you can't be focused. Because two things can occupy the same space at the same time. So your favorite color is an emotional tie. Your favorite number is an emotional tie. Are you a morning person or a night person? I want you to follow these instructions very carefully. I want you, with your eyes closed, to roll your eyes up to the right part of your brain as though you're looking out of this point. Right up like this. With your eyes closed. Close your eyes and look up to the right. Please. See the number and see the color. See the number, your favorite number, and the color. When you accomplish that, raise your right hand. Open your eyes. Now, every time that you hear a thought, understand how to program the mind. The brain is controlled by what? Senses. So the right side of the brain is artistic, imagination, everything that is non-material. The left side of the brain is everything that is material. So if you have a thought, lack, doubt, insecurity, whatever the emotion is, how does that thought, word that is non-material, affect the language of your heart? How do you become emotional? Because you do what? You believe it. Once you believe it, it's insulated in the physical body. Now your central nervous system has it. And now you're carrying that emotion all day long. And the thoughts are just going on under control. You can't even control it. You're just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. Many people don't know that's a mental disease. How do you turn this computer off? I'm going to show you very quickly. What is your thought? No, see, you were thinking about your thought. What's your thought? What's your thought?
Glory.
What's your thought? Excellent. We accomplished our goal with you. What's your thought? Exactly. What's your thought? Exactly. What's your thought?
Yeah.
So let's close our eyes, boys and girls. Om Brazi Namaha. Om Brazi Namaha. Om Brazi Namaha. Om Brazi Namaha. Open your eyes. Where's your thought? Exactly. What's your thought? What's your thought? What's your thought? Okay. What's your thought?
What does that mean?
What was your thought?
Just saying it over again.
What's your thought?
Yes.
Now, how do you interfere with a thought? It's called a mantra. And a mantra is a sacred sound or tone to interfere with the thought. So how do you interfere with an emotion? You close your eyes. You point your eyes up to the right part of your head. Why? Because the eyes don't see. The eyes are controlled by the back of the brain called the visual cortex. So when you roll your eyes up into the right corner and you say a mantra or any word over again, it interferes with the thought, interferes with the emotion, and now you're free of that. with all this powerful information, Project 1448, we're going to take a little bit of break. But don't you change that dial. We'll be right back shortly.
Cleanup Man. We provide professional, affordable, dependable services from carpet cleaning and upholstery to flooring, 7 days a week, same day or by appointment. So call, text, or message 562-279-6488 for service as good as advertised.
So we're back. Welcome back. Now we're going to show you. When I went to a Black History celebration in the month of February, we showed an amazing documentary, the real history of the original Black Wall Street. The audience was amazed, they were engaged, and I was honored to be invited to this event. Check this scene out.
Hey family, we're out here at the Long Beach Art Expo. We're getting ready to premiere the documentary Resurrection of Black Wall Street in celebration of Black History Month. Come on in and check it out with us.
Greetings, how's everyone? As she said, my name is Aleem. I'm the CEO and the founder of New Black Wall Street. Beloved, it is an honor to have an opportunity to tell you a part of history that has been edited from the books. You know, we look at the word history, and oftentimes it is interpreted as his story. But tonight we're going to talk about a different story. In the early 1800s, a gentleman by the name of O.W. Gurley decided to move from Arkansas into Tulsa, Oklahoma. But he had a vision to create an environment that would be conducive for us as a people at that time experiencing segregation in the South to flourish. With the realization that every social ill that we face is a direct correlation with the economic impact. The establishment of Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma is something that every person should know about. Because when we talk about economics, when we talk about money, money stands for my own natural energy yield. Every single person is connected with the source of inspiration that connects with their creative genius and expression. When we have a society that doesn't allow for people to express their creative genius and to monetize, then we experience injustice. But if in fact I can create and add value, and I myself cannot monetize off that, then we're going to continue to experience generation after generation of injustice. But Tulsa, Oklahoma stands as a shining example of what was and what can be. Over 600 Black-owned businesses in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Did you know that the black dollar in Tulsa, Oklahoma circulated 100 days? But the black dollar today circulates 6 hours. Well, what is wrong with that picture? If we look at the economic and we look at the social ills in our community, when we look at the 1.4 million people incarcerated, when we look at dilapidated communities, we make a direct correlation to economics. So this phenomenal documentary today inspired me. So I want to leave you with this. Pay close attention to this documentary, because in this documentary is a solution. We have somebody who's at the top of this country that is doing something very interesting. Won't say his name, but they deal with alternative facts. We're going to deal with real facts. So pay attention to this documentary, and you're going to see something that's going to change you. Peace and blessings.
Here at the Expo Arts Center, and we're at the Youth Small Business Competition, which is sponsored by Andy Street Community Association and Al Austin, who is our council member for this district. And we're about to witness some of the greatest ideas, I think, that the youth are coming up with. They've had about 2 months to come up with these ideas. They're all original ideas. There are 6 teams that you'll see today, and they're representing the schools of Long Beach Unified School District. And we have 1 lady, and we have 8 men. So we're excited. We have a panel of judges that's going to listen to their business ideas. So Troy of All Trades is responsible for actually coordinating the event, working with Laverne Duncan and Andy Street Community Association. We are responsible for actually setting up the application, making it public on the internet, hitting up all the social media spots, communicating with the parents and the students, writing the letters, creating the rubric so that the judges could actually judge them. So Troy of All Trades is responsible for basically making the event happen on the administrative end.
Hi, we are at the Andy Street Community Association Black History Month event. It is going on for the rest of the day today. And as you can hear behind us, they are doing a youth small business competition that my husband is actually running for them. They're going to award some money to some local high school youth.
Hey, I'm back. Right. So, the young people. The young people have been working on their idea for at least a couple of months to probably give you a good accurate count. At least a couple of months.
Dope and inspiring was that to see so many of our youth actually show their creative side and come together and put together a product or a service that they have to start their own business, to be entrepreneurs. That's what Project 1448 is all about, and being able to start this with the youth, that just means these kids are up and on their way. Man, I couldn't be more proud of all of them.
Coco's Lip Smacking Cupcakes offers custom cakes and cupcakes for every occasion. We proudly bake everything from scratch. With every moist and mouth-watering bite, you will be smacking your lips by the time you are finished. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lip Smacking Cupcakes.
Channeling my energy into it because, you know, who knows what's happening over there. I care not to get too deep. I know they over there, but and obviously they know I'm here. You know, we not a sport. Fuck around and catch these hands. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care. Did you get that? Listen, everybody. We are here at the Urban School of Self-Defense Dojo here in Long Beach, California. I'm getting ready to teach the youth class. Their ages 3 to 4, all the way up to 15. After that, I have the adult class, and these children here, they bring me life. They keep me sane, they keep me humble. They make me happy because they're here and they want to learn San Lucas, and just not San Lucas, but they're really good kids in general. And their attitude towards the art and towards home and towards school and towards family and friends, and that's what living, I guess you can say, the Bushido way, which is, you know, loyalty and respect and love for everyone, especially for your family and friends. So I'm about to go in here and start class, and I hope you guys can dig it. And if you would enjoy what we have here to offer, you can please come by to 120 West 7th Street in Long Beach, California, on the corner of 7th and Pine. Yeah. How are you? How are you? Everybody feeling better? But I do want you guys to give courtesy to sir, okay? Courtesy up and everybody sanitize. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Straight your legs, not serious. Push your hands up. Ready? And 1. And. Next two, here we go.
My name is Tariq, and I am 13 years old.
Tariq, how long have you been taking martial arts?
Probably for about 2 years. The funnest thing is the rules. My instructor is awesome.
Anything else you'd like to say about the class?
And horse stance, go! Yeah. Lock and low, lock and low, lock and low. Straight forward punches. Get your back straight, straighten out. Drop down, get down. Bend those knees, sir. Lock and low. And 1. Kia. 2. Kia. Yes. 3. Kia. 4. Kia. Bend your knees. Yes. Good. Let's get closer. Yes, ma'am. Good job. Back, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Load it up again. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. To the side. 5, 6, 7, 8. To the back. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Reset. Ready? One, boom, whack. What was that? You guys remember that then?
Yes, ma'am.
Open them, they open them. Us? What if I come in through here? Boom!
Wow. Urban School of Defense. You know, this woman has an amazing passion that translated to little boys, little girls, and adults. She is able to tap into the creative genius of all these young people, because in teaching jiu-jitsu, you're dealing with energy and the flow of energy. See the smiles on their face? See how she had them starting off by showing the initial respect? That's what this whole business is about. It's about respect, energy, and to be able to tap into the inner being of a person to know the power of self-defense. Never be the aggressor, but when attacked, stand up to defend yourself. She's doing an amazing job and has an amazing business, and we're happy that she's a part of Project 1448. Family? So now, Project 1448, we like to end our show with 3 powerful tips. And tip number 1 is the mindset. What do I mean by that? Meditation. If you begin your morning by simply being still all day long, just imagine this. We have 100 points of power when you begin. Throughout your day, you're talking to people, you're running, you're jumping, you're doing all these things. And by the end of the day, your energy is depleted. So that's energy going out. Meditation is the art of stilling the mind and allowing energy to flow into the body. So tip number 1 is meditation. I have numerous courses and things that I teach, but meditation is a key for a successful entrepreneur. Why? Because you can't do better until you know better. Thinking is the foundation of entrepreneurship. So you have to have a clear mind, clarity, and focus. Meditation is a powerful tip for you.
So the second tip is to make sure you map out your goals and set a timeline. You want to establish short-term goals, mid-term goals, and long-term goals. Now when we say short-term goals, that's what you want to accomplish between the next 0 to 3 years. If we're looking at mid-term, that's closer to 4 to 10 years. Long-term goals, that's 10 years plus. So whether it's retirement, purchasing another home, anything that you don't plan on doing for a while, those are your long-term goals. Now, when you set in place those various goals, now you have to design different buckets to place your finances in to achieve those goals. To give you an example, if you want to purchase a car within the next 0 to 3 years, you're going to start saving dollars in a regular savings account because we don't want any loss potential there. If you plan on buying a house within the next 4 to 10 years, you may want to invest those dollars in a more conservative brokerage account so that way you can generate a higher rate of return potentially. Now 10 years out, retirement, kids' wedding in 20 years, that you can afford to take a lot more risk and be more aggressive in those investments because you have a longer time horizon in which, if you suffer any loss, you have time to make those dollars back. So set your goals and plan accordingly.
Business tip number 3. Get your pens out. Get ready. Boom! Here it is. Right here. I'm giving up a secret of one of my books. See it? Got it? Write it down. Note. You got it? This book is amazing. Transformational book. Let me tell you how good this book is. When you read it, you just want to get out there and take action. This is not just a book, it's a transformational text. What I mean by that, there's certain books that you can read and it touch your mind. This book touches your mind and your heart and gives you the inspiration and the motivation that you need to take action. You just watching it, you know you have a dream, you know you have a passion, but you may be lacking the motivation. Motivation is not temporary. Motivation is something that is long term. Motivation is that inner engine that will compel you to take action even in the face of frustration and disappointment. This book, Sound Health and Sound Wealth, The Biology of Hope and Manifestation. Get your copy today. And I approve this message.
Well, let me add a book on there.
Come on.
Since we're talking about books. So, if you did not know, we are at the end of International Women's Month for the month of March, right? So we could not end the episode without acknowledging all the great women that are part of this program and all of you great women out there. So whether you want to be an entrepreneur or you're working in the corporate scene, I want to encourage you to get a book called Nice Girls Don't Get the Corner Office by Lois Frankel. This book will just invigorate you, energize you to know that we can do whatever we want to do, women, but we have to be tough. We have to have some thick skin, especially if you're an entrepreneur. So check out that book, get inspired, get energized, do whatever it is you have to do to bring your passion out, to make your business thrive, and to be the best at what you are meant to be. Good luck.
You know.
You did say you didn't mind being body slammed, right?
Yeah.
You don't think you can be body slammed. That's what you said, though, right?
She don't have to work hard to body slam me. Ain't gonna be no.
Why? Because she's a female?
Yeah.
No.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It's not that. Is that?
Yes.
Oh,
That's what I'm telling you.
That's okay. I get the. You don't feel me. It's gonna.
Wasn't that bad. I really took it easy on him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's lying. I took it easy on him. Don't worry about the money. I'm out here. You try it.
Coco's Lip Smacking Cupcakes offers custom cakes and cupcakes for every occasion. We proudly bake everything from scratch. With every moist and mouth-watering bite, you will be smacking your lips by the time you are finished. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lip Smacking Cupcakes.
My name is Shihan Zahalia Anderson. Sanukus Ryu Jiu-Jitsu. But right now, Shihan equals a 6th degree black belt. And the system that I teach is Sanukus Ryu Jiu-Jitsu. And Jiu-Jitsu that we do consists of stand-up and ground, multiple attacks, weaponry, everything that you need in the street. It's not a sport. But when I really wanted to take it in for myself, I was in high school because these girls girls trying to jump me.
Everybody's gonna try.
Girl, all the Girl, all the rich niggas, they want you. Girl, all the rich niggas, they want you. All the rich niggas want you.
Everybody's gonna try.
Girl, all the Girl, all the rich niggas, they want you.